Welcome back, everyone. Quick turnaround here between Radford and Quinnipiac. Another round of 64 matchup. We are getting right back into it. I mean, a very swift turnaround. We obviously had a great Game 7 between North Texas and Utah, but now we're right back in it, Nation.
Back underway, Game 1 after a 20-minute delay. Hopefully no more delays for us. See how long this series will last in terms of that delay, but we're underway again in Game 1, this time in the East region. Number 2, Radford, the Highlanders, undefeated, playing 15th seeded Quinnipiac.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Radford. This is a team I haven't been able to see a lot of, unfortunately, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to be able to bring to the table in the tournament, going toe-to-toe with Quinnipiac, a team we've seen before, and a very confident team at that, Nation.
Yeah, very confident at that. Oh, I'm getting North Florida hit me up and told them, sorry that didn't change the info. That was what you just went through while we were at break. But 4:20 to play. For those who don't know, we just won a random lobby with North Florida and Eastern Kentucky, apparently scrimming and using the same info we've been using.
Yeah, it was really funny to see. I mean, I'm hoping they're doing good. Hoping they're doing good. But this is the match we're focused on now. Obviously, the 2 seed of Radford, 15 seed of Quinnipiac. Obviously, both conference winners, both getting the AQ. But Radford, I mean, they have been a team to watch, a newcomer here in CCS Season 5, and they've been looking strong.
That they have been. Is Thwack and Quinnipiac, they had a rough start. 1-5 start to the season. They've been perfect ever since. They're a 15 seed here playing 2-seeded Radford, who is undefeated this season in CCS. We'll see if that can last, but Pyro has goal 1.
Yeah, it's Quinnipiac on the board first. Apologize. The overlay is the other side. Yeah, Quinnipiac are on the left. We'll swap that in real time. Do you want me to leave it?
Swap it on tomorrow, but I'll fix the colors later. But Thwack finds goal 2, 3:33 to go, and I was just trying to get everything swapped fast, so I guess I typed it backwards.
Yeah, it's okay. That is not Radford up 2-0. That is Quinnipiac up 2-0. Again, apologies. It's just a day.
It is really just a day here. We're trying to get things. We'll have it sorted after this series. I promise. There'll be no more issues the rest of the night. But you can still see Quinnipiac is up by 2 here, as Radford currently trailing. 3:24 to go.
Yeah, I mean, I am honestly shocked to see Quinnipiac off to this hot start. I mean, I talked to both these teams a little bit. I talked to Rhyolite. I talked to Smurf a little bit. Talked to Pyro, and I know both these teams are very confident going in it. Now it's going to be interesting to see who's able to come out on top.
That it is. It's again Radford coming in and undefeated. Quinnipiac likes to talk some chirp, and right now Pyro's backing up where his mouth has been at the last week.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, he said that his team has been grinding, and it really does look like that is the case. They're putting on a very solid performance to get underway, and we'll see if that stays the case.
That we will have to see. Halftime, though, in Game 1, Radford trailing 2-0 still as Rhyolite trying to start the counter here for the Highlanders, looking for goal 1, couldn't find it. Insomniac nowhere to be found in time in that last possession. And Jonas, early thoughts of the first half?
I mean, ultimately, it's been a good start for Quinnipiac, but Radford will turn in their first. The defense just a little bit panicking here, and Smurf just kind of booms it on target.
That they have done. 2:20 to go. Radford has goal 1 here in the CCS Championships, their first ever career tournament goal.
Yeah, I mean, again, there was a lot of hype around Radford joining us here in CCS. Knew they were going to be one of the top teams to watch. Obviously led by Rhyolite, just narrowly missed their Thwack, a good stop, but having Smurf alongside of it has been a great player as well. As that's a big miss for Rhyolite. This one's going to be turned in. What is happening?
The Radford defense is falling apart with 2 minutes to go, Drone. That is just a simple save that has to be made.
Yeah, I think there looked like we could have seen a touch still out of Rhyolite, but it looks like he didn't want to touch it backwards, and that ended up kind of making him panic a little bit and just kind of left it, thinking someone may have been back last minute, but that obviously wasn't the case.
Not at all. Minute 50 to go here. Quinnipiac lead 3-1 with just south of 2 minutes remaining. And what's gone wrong for Radford?
I mean, as of right now, we've just seen this team. Their defense just hasn't looked all that so far, and their offense obviously hasn't really been able to answer much either, and it's been allowed a lot of opportunities. But Smurf, a beautiful double here off the near post side, will get them back within one.
Minute 30 to go. Radford back within one. You mentioned there's been chirp between Smurf and Pyro, so there's a lot more on the line than just a 2 versus a 15 seed here.
I will admit, Nation, you already know this. I may have instigated a lot of the chirp. It may have been me. I'm just saying. I like giving teams extra to fight for, and yeah, that is definitely the case as of this point. I know both these teams, obviously, they want to win to continue their tournament run, but I know that there's a little bit of that pride on the line as well.
Absolutely. This minute remains and some change here in game one. Pyro 1-on-1 is getting it to go. 4-2, Quinnipiac lead.
Again, the defense just looking to crumble here for Radford. Obviously, Insomniac in a really tough position with only a pad left, and he expected to touch that, but he could have just kind of sat there. I don't think he needed to flip. Instead, goes right over it, and Quinnipiac, they're up front 4-2 to start, and this is not the Radford I think we were expecting.
Not at all. 1 minute to go in game number one. Pyro just trying to hold off for now, Jonas, and make sure the Bobcats come away with a win here.
Indeed, that's a good touch from Smurf to get out. Pyro's on it. It'll drop to Rhyolite. Looking for Smurf on the far side. Shot on. Thwack will pick up a save here. And the interesting thing about Radford, obviously, you know, for the majority of this season, they've been playing with their third in Xerus. And now Xerus has apparently left Radford. And now Insomniac, who is the sub, is, you know, that new third who they're going to be playing with throughout this whole tournament.
26 seconds left. And Radford down by 2 here with the sub the rest of the way in the tournament. Again, what you mentioned, Xerus no longer at Radford, so now they're down to this new player.
Yeah, and we'll see how this team does, you know, going throughout. I'm expecting it to be pretty close, but that being said, it's Quinnipiac who take game number one, and that is a huge game one at that. We'll see how Radford tries to adapt, but it's going to be the Bobcats on the board first.
That it is. Quinnipiac going to take home game number one. And do you want me to swap it again, or do you want me to leave it as
No,
is?
we can leave it now. It's good. It's good.
Sounds good. On to game two. Quinnipiac leading 1. Jonas, and again, Radford out shooting 11-8 here, but a 2-goal margin favors the Bobcats.
Yeah, ultimately, we saw some good defense from Quinnipiac early on, but I think, again, Radford just didn't look up to the task in that one. I mean, we know, you know, both these teams most likely got iced a little bit with that 20-minute delay, which is unfortunate. But again, I think we know the potential for Radford is higher, and I think we know that stealing can be higher as well. I just don't think, you know, that was the game that they didn't look their best.
Not at all. But again, now game two is a new slate here for Radford. As Thwack fires and scores. The Bobcats up front early.
Again, we are just seeing Radford, their defense not looking up as no one wanted to challenge that. Smurf is backwards. Riley, you know, that's a tough shot to stop from point blank range. And ultimately, Radford are just not slowing down Quinnipiac enough. And, you know, it's just a very solid looking Quinnipiac team right now. They're putting good shots on, and Radford is just looking awkward.
Yeah, Radford, or Quinnipiac's got experience in the CCS championships. That plays a part here, but you know, Radford's a 2 seed. You know, should be expected to dominate. But Quinnipiac has fought really hard early on, which could be good news for the Highlanders.
Yeah, as Rhyolite will turn in another here. I mean, ultimately, we just saw that big double commit up front, and there's just no one left back to put a stop to it for Quinnipiac. Got to be able to limit those kinds of mistakes.
That you do. And 32 seconds in, both teams on the board early. Here in game number 2, Radford looking to start their comeback.
They are indeed. I mean, good touch across. It will be monitored well now. Slugger will get beat out there. Thwack just trying to escape low boost. Insomniac far side. Looking for Smurf there. Will get a good catch. Big demo for Slugger to open up more of that space. And Quinnipiac, they've just been fighting very well early on.
They have, and again now a minute gone, and it's crazy though, because Quinnipiac, again, you mentioned all the chirping, and you know Pyro. We don't got to talk about Pyro's bracket and how far he had his team going, but again they have done really well early on.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they've been keeping it close, and now Slugger, a huge dunk out in front. And, I mean, I don't know what is happening to this Radford defense. Again, Smurf, not the best touch, and Rhyolite didn't want to jump in, and Slugger taking it to him.
Yeah, 3:47 to go. The UI should be good, Baron. They got it. Jonas got it swapped. I think we should be good now on that front. But Quinnipiac back on top by 1 here in a 1-0 series lead as well.
I know what he was talking about. There was a little bit of an issue in the series score ticks up top. The Quinnipiacs was off by 1. It was just the margin was a little bit weird. I don't even know how that happened. I've never seen it before, but I fixed it now. So we are all good. But I mean, the biggest thing right now, Radford. Again, I don't know what is happening with this team right now. Again, we've seen this team, take down teams like Ball State Black, and we've seen them compete with a lot of high-level teams. And again, Quinnipiac, this is a team that they struggled really early on in their season. Non-con was not good. I believe they started 1-5 nation, that right?
Correct.
Yeah, and then, they obviously have cleaned up, and obviously we're still seeing a good-looking Quinnipiac here tonight, but Radford ultimately, I think a lot of people just expected better out of this team so far.
Myself included. And Quinnipiac has put on a heck of a show so far. 2:40 to go. The Bobcats leading at the half by 1.
And we'll see if they can keep up that pressure moving forward. That's a good demo from Smurf, and open nets. Tough turn for Rhyolite. Slugger will get back to it. Smurf, first touch a little too heavy. Pyro's on it. Rhyolite turning up that sidewall. Good first touch up high, low boost. Gets it over Thwack, but still 2 left back. And the Bobcats know all they need to do is hold. Obviously, you'd like that cushion, but ultimately, we haven't seen them do anything too out of the ordinary. We've just seen them playing solid, and Radford ultimately hasn't looked as solid.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go here. That one also wide. Pyro will clean that one up for the Quinnipiac defense at the 2-minute mark of game 2. And if Quinnipiac win this game, Jonas, how much does that do in terms of almost favoring an upset to happen?
I mean, it would do a lot. I mean, I'm still expecting Radford to really lock back in and really take control. But I mean, if they're able to get 2 games and have a hot start in game number 3, it might just be over for the Highlanders. It's tough to say, but it very well might happen.
Very well could happen. But 90 seconds to go. If they can hold on here, a 2-0 lead, you have to feel really good if you're Quinnipiac here against Radford that struggled so far tonight through 10 minutes, almost a third there, but 1:18 to go. The Radford defense comes away with it.
Maybe a good chance here, but it will slow down in the corner. Rhyolite over 1. Thwack, a big demo on Smurf. Insomniac has no boost to work with. A good turn. Thwack blocked by Rhyolite. Still might be another look, but Radford struggling to keep those clean rotations. Pyro gets it to Thwack. He puts it away again. Quinnipiac forcing their way through this Radford defense. They have a 2-goal lead.
Again, momentum starts to build and become a factor, Jonas. 1 minute to go. Quinnipiac up by 2 in game 2.
And this could be the biggest upset in CCS history if Quinnipiac are able to get the job done. But ultimately, I mean, we expect better, and that's a huge save from Thwack. Oh my word, Smurf looked like he had it locked and loaded. Thwack came out of nowhere to make the save, and now he's faked on the far side. It will be off target, but what in the world is this matchup?
So are we just supposed to start throwing all of our money on the upset to happen? Is like Utah to UNT, Quinnipiac is cooking right now against 2-seed Radford. Are we now going to go bet on Xavier?
I mean, we might have to. Galaxy is trying to make himself a big run for the Musketeers over there. But I mean, this second game, it looks to be all said and done. That'll be the dagger from Thwack. Radford is collapsing, and the Bobcats, they couldn't be happier.
That's 16 seconds to go. Thwack putting game 2 on ice for the Bobcats.
And I don't know what is going on with this Radford defense nation. They look timid. They look more than timid. They look so afraid of Quinnipiac. In this one, you can see they're not hardly challenging at all. They're giving the Bobcats so much space. And, Quinnipiac, they're more than happy to take full advantage of that fact. They get some good defense going. They stop a couple of solid shots. And then, if their offense has an easy time, they have an easy time.
Yeah, and again, game number 3 coming up. Quinnipiac lead 2-0, Drones. Pyro's starting to get a little confident. That bracket might look real good at the end of the night, man.
Yeah, I mean, this would bust every bracket aside from Pyros, correct? If Quinnipiac win this,
I don't. I would imagine.
I would imagine as well. But I mean, you never know. But I mean, ultimately, this is just crazy, nation. I mean, I know Quinnipiac, they've been grinding. I know that this team is confident. I know that Thwack is gonna put up numbers as he did in this game, 3 for 3, a hat trick with 3 saves as well. I mean. But Radford, they're one of those teams who, you
Only
think
one
are.
bracket,
Oh, it's only one, so it is only.
and it's Pyros.
Yeah, it is only Pyro. Wow, but I mean, regardless, this just seems incredible. I know that Radford are kind of playing with their new third. Obviously, they had Insomniac through the conference tournament. The things got a little shaky. They did end up dropping a game to Withrop, but again, this is still a Radford team who you would expect to dominate at least through these early rounds. I had them losing later on to the 3 seed of Northeastern, but here in round 1 versus a team like Quinnipiac, you think they should be able to deal, and now they're down 0-2.
I had them against Drexel in the Elite Eight, but no, that my bracket's about to be real cooked. So we'll see if Quinnipiac can pull this one through. But Cyrus entered the transfer portal. Insomniac is the new third at Radford. So this is not a sub. They are technically at full strength in terms of their roster at the time being.
Yeah, and now they got to live with it. I mean, they got to be able to fight back and win this matchup to keep their season alive. And I mean, again, this is just one of those matches where you're almost in awe. Obviously you can't see me, but my jaw is still almost dropped. I'm grinning at this point because this just seems like such a crazy upset that, again, literally no one predicted but the captain of Quinnipiac in Pyro, and we're 2 games away from seeing it happen.
Yeah, we are. 4:10 to play here in game number 3, and Quinnipiac have got to be besides themselves with this series. 2-0 up, and there's been tons of chirp between these 2 teams, and there's about to be probably a lot more after this is over.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't think we'd ever hear the end of it from Pyro if he did get this job done. I mean, he said going into it that everyone is doubting his team, and that's true. I mean, it's reflected in the bracket challenge. Again, no one aside from Pyro himself thought Quinnipiac would win this matchup, and here they are getting close, and Insomniac, a very close mistake there. Thwack just missed it, and now Rhyolite through the corner trying to get something going, but ultimately Radford have not looked like the dominant team that we've seen in the past, and we'll see if they can get back from this margin, but it's looking difficult at this point.
And there's Rhyolite towards midfield. Pyro back towards the opposite side of the red territory. Radford just trying to stay content this year. I think that's a starting point here if you're Radford. But Quinnipiac, you got to keep this momentum going. You got a 2-0 lead. Your offense went to the cooking machine last game, and if you can continue that, they could be in for the biggest upset in tournament history.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a 3-14 last season. We almost saw a 3-14 this season. I mean, literally just about 20 minutes ago with Utah, but a 2-15 seems almost unheard of, and that's because it literally is. And now it's gonna be Quinnipiac breaking through here in game number 3. Radford not ready, Smurf not ready, but Insomniac just couldn't reach it.
Okay, there are 2 brackets that have picked the upset here. That would both remain perfect if Quinnipiac win.
Looks like Nico's gonna go ahead and find the other one aside from Pyro, but I mean, you can always understand why Pyro would pick it because it's his team, but someone's got to know the script. As again, Radford's defense is collapsing. Thwax takes full advantage. What is going on?
225, and Rhyolite just gives it straight up to Thwack, and North Texas already busted 2 of the 37 brackets. Now there's 35 perfect ones remaining, and 33 of those are about to bust here in 7.5 minutes. This one will hold.
I mean, again, you can talk about Insomniac. He's a little bit of a lower ranked player compared to Rhyolite and Smurf, and obviously having to step in from the sub to that third starter it's never going to be easy, especially mid-season. But this downfall isn't him alone. We're seeing Rhyolite and Smurf both making a lot of mistouches. I mean, on that last sequence alone, Smurf missed a read off the sidewall, and then, of course, Rhyolite just kind of lobbed it up to Thwack, and it's all Radford here collapsing. They have another big look here. Rhyolite cuts it around Insomniac, and they miss the opportunity. Smurf, low boost, is not going to have much of a touch. A reset, stop short, and Radford are just falling apart.
Yeah, it sounds like they scrimped Ball State before this series and got 7-0, according to Jesse. And now they've come in, and they're getting torched by Quinnipiac, and it's no other better way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even that's a tough warm up in Ball State Black. Obviously, one of the best teams in CCS. Obviously, a 2 seed, I believe, in the Midwest, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, in the Midwest, they're a 2 seed. And Slugger, that's a great save there. Smurf flies in, misses wide. Oh my goodness, Radford, Insomniac, a chance here. Pyro booms it away, and I don't know what to say, Nation.
Somber picked Quinnipiac over Radford, apparently.
I mean, Somber
Quinnipiac over Radford.
Somber does kind of know ball, but I mean, like, that's insane. I mean, again, even if you predicted an upset, I don't think you could have predicted a match like this. I mean, Radford just it seems like they got no chemistry. Seems like they got no momentum. They cannot find their footing. Hardly looks like they want to be here at this point.
Yeah, this looks like it's already over. There's still a game to go, but Radford just have shown no fight in this battle at all, and we're seeing that in firsthand here. As Quinnipiac is just taking total control. I know you talked a lot to Smurf and Pyro inserted some beef, but you know there has not been any backup of that beef for Surface Smurf and this Radford team.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that there was that little bit of chip res. Rhyolite will get one. I mean, that's the beauty of a shot from Rhyolite, but at 0 seconds, you got to find it before that.
Well, Rhyolite's going to find one at the buzzer, but unfortunately, the game's still over. 3-0, Quinnipiac now 5 minutes away. It's upset in tournament history.
This is just obscene, Nation. There's no other way to put it. Look at the defense from Quinnipiac as well. 13 saves. Pyro had 7. Rhyolite went 1 for 10. Insomniac and Smurf went 0 for 7 combined. I mean, what in the world is happening to Radford? They went 1 for 17 as a team.
Radford, I mean, Rhyolite alone was 1 for 10. I mean, 10%, you're not going to win shooting 10%.
Yeah, I mean, this is just crazy. This really is truly crazy. I mean,
I'm shocked.
An upset 15 over 2 seed is one thing. Having it be, this could be a sweep, Nation.
This will probably go down as one of the greatest wins in tournament history for how long, if anyone will ever be a 16 seed to beat a 1. I'm not sure you're going to top a 15 over a 2 on a sweep like we've seen so far.
Yeah, I don't think you can top this by any means necessary. Insomniac's shot is just wide here. Rhyolite a big demo in net. I mean, Radford, they're still fighting. Smurf down to Insomniac, can't reach it. Radford beat by Pyro. The net is open for a moment. Thwack is there, but Insomniac will get back in time. But ultimately, I mean, Radford, they just need to completely they need to do a full 180, and I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. As this might never happen again. That's how I'm gonna put this. You know, we're gonna through all these tournaments that are to come in the future. I'm not sure we're ever gonna see a 15 seed ever come in, even dang close to beating a 2 seed. But this is a new level of just I'm at a loss of words.
Yeah, I am as well. I mean, this is just different. I mean, there's still a chance for Radford, but not like this. Again, another midfield counter. Quinnipiac take the lead again. Insomniac is just so far up as third, and Thwack more than happy for the gift of the open net.
I mean, Radford dismantled Winthrop in the Big South Tournament Championship game. Like they dismantled them, and that was after Cyrus had already hit the portal. And now you come into the tournament playing arguably a team that Winthrop is better than, and it is just complete 360. Quinnipiac is giving them belt.
Yeah, this is insane, and Smurf misses that shot here. Insomniac will get on the board, so Radford do tie it up. They're still hanging in there, but again, Nation, I just don't know. I went ahead, I looked at Somber's prediction. He had this going to a Game 7, and Pyro himself said it was going to at least Game 6, so there were only 2 upsets picked in the entirety of the bracket challenge, and no one, both players had it getting to, both guys had it getting to 6 and 7, not a sweep.
When you see an upset in this tournament happen, it's not going to be in sweeping fashion, but Insomniac, the sub, what a way to get things started.
I mean, a huge reset ground pinch here, and I mean, what a way to get on the board there. I mean, that'll get Radford 2-1. This could be the switch. You know, we're still very much expecting Quinnipiac to finish out this series, but this could be a turning point.
I gotta ask you, Jonas, what's worse? Radford reversing here, or Quinnipiac sweeping?
Oh, shoot. It would have to be the reverse. It would have to be. Radford, if they get swept, that's bad. That is horrific. But Quinnipiac, they have everything in the palm of their hands. And now they are trailing by 2. If they get reverse swept, I don't know. And they are, oh no. Oh my goodness.
If this happens, I don't want to even see any chat between Smurf and Pyro. I don't care to see it. I don't want to know what's going to be said if this is reversed. I'm just going to let myself be a witness to this and see what happens.
Oh my goodness. I feel like we shouldn't witness this, Nation. I feel like we should avert our eyes from the match we are seeing, because this is just something else. Pyro for Slugger. Shot. No, it's a pass over to Thwack. He gets beat. The clear is made. I mean, Radford, they're starting to figure it out, but will they be able to keep it going consistently? That's the big thing. A huge double commit. It's open for Insomniac. It's 5-1.
Radford has come to life, but Jonas, is it too little too late in this series? 2:47 to go. This is a big switch flip for Radford. This can continue.
I don't know, Nation. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay professional here, but what in the world is going on? I mean, Quinnipiac taking 3 games is huge, and now they're trailing 1-5 in what would be the sweep game here. But I mean, Radford, they're still in it. Quinnipiac, I mean, I think, you know, Radford have made some good offensive plays, but ultimately we're seeing Quinnipiac just start falling apart as well, and I don't know. I don't know what to say. Insomniac's there. Good save from Slugger. Thwack picks up the boost. Rhyolite is there. Passes it middle. Just missing. Smurf didn't want to go. That's a chance missed. And Quinnipiac will be thanking their lucky stars and get away with not conceding a 6. But, oh no. Rhyolite fakes Smurf. Dude, Nation, what is happening?
This is I don't even know what's happening anymore. This is just get me into the next game, please.
Oh boy. Oh my god. Dude, I have no words. I really don't. This is one of the matches of all time. You can pick an adjective you want to describe it, but it is one of the matches of all time. And now a wide open look here for Insomniac. He'll turn in another. Rhyolite's gonna steal it, because why not? It's 6-1 Radford in game number 4. I don't know.
Well, looks like the next series is going to have a little bit of delay as well. 1:35 to go. Northern Savior up after this series is over. We still got time for one more game after this, but we're probably looking at a small delay there.
Oh, most likely. I mean, who knows? This one could still end. It still could end in 5 if Quinnipiac are able to get it right back. But I mean, this game is over. This game truly is over, and I don't know. If the reverse sweep happens, Nation, there's no telling what I'll do.
Well, it'll be the 3rd one in tournament history, the 4th ever in CCS. We haven't had a best of 7 in the first season, so we are kind of due for one.
Yeah, I'd be really intrigued to see if it did happen. I mean, again, I know how confident both these teams were going in, and obviously, I think Radford have been humbled a decent amount. I think you know, maybe the egos for Quinnipiac is even higher at this point. And I mean, this game is going to humble them a little bit, but we'll see if they can still finish it out. I mean, on paper, they're still in a good spot, Nation.
3-1 is still a heck of a spot, considering you're a 15 seed where you had a 3-0 lead now on a absolute stunning miracle in the next 20 seconds. But now you go into Game 5. I think Quinnipiac just got a little bit too overconfident, a little bit more content with how things have gone, decided maybe to have some fun in Game 4, and that quickly got out to a bad start.
Yeah, now that's a big miss there from Insomniac, but we'll be able to turn it around, and that will mark the end of one of the most stunning Game 4s of all time. And, well, the series will extend. We're not going to see a sweep. We're not going to go back on schedule, as I don't even know what to expect going into Game 6 or Game 5.
Well, here's one thing I can say is, where were you when Radford played Quinnipiac at the CCS Championships? Everyone's going to remember that, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, give some credit to Insomniac here. MVP, hat trick on 5 shots, picking up 2 assists as well. I mean, that's a solid looking performance going through. I mean, that brings us to game number 5. We head to Aquadome to see if Quinnipiac can get it done or if Radford is going to keep it going. I mean, again, this could be the most incredible reverse sweep we've ever seen, again turning the tide completely, or it could be the biggest upset we've ever seen here in CCS.
We'll have to wait and see as Quinnipiac trying to get this series done and over with to get us back on schedule. Radford, though, trying to now push this to a Game 6 as that shot open, net market, good. Rhyolites got the first.
And Quinnipiac Nation, I mean, you already know it. They already know it. They need to do their best not to unravel here. I mean, they got the 3 games. They were 1 away. They crumbled last game. They got beat down 6-1. They can reset. They can take a deep breath. They can get right back in it, but they need to do that themselves. They cannot give Radford the chance to really find their footing and get back in it, because if they do, that reverse sweep is more than possible.
This game is another beatdown. Is it over?
I wouldn't say so. I would still say Quinnipiac have the chance to bring it back, and you know, they still got the 3 games. They'll still have chances. Even if this one gets out of hand again, I still think they can stabilize, and we saw them take 2 solid games. All it takes is another poor game from Radford, and this series is over, and Radford's run is cut short. But I mean, as of right now, oh no, there's a big miss from Insomniac. Slugger, good 50. Rhyolite will try and work his way out. I mean, who can say what can happen at this point? I mean, this is just something else.
Yeah, I mean, we just watched Utah get the first knot done in the Cinderella's shoes, but couldn't get the second knot fully tied. We'll see if Quinnipiac can tie that double knot and mark it good for the Cinderella run. But they still have to get 1 more game off of Radford. No more look for Insomniac also unable to go. The Quinnipiac defense, though, as the ball is dancing on the goal line. Rhyolite's good for 2.
I mean, just a big 50 and a recovery. I mean, these are the kinds of plays you expect out of Rhyolite. I mean, the defense, again, crumbling. Insomniac, a nice bump, and, you know, wasn't able to put it down the first time. But that one falling through. And, I mean, Nation, I think the big thing here, we really haven't seen either. I'm going to say we haven't seen either of these teams outplaying one another. It's been both these teams beating themselves.
I would agree to an extent. I think Game 3, Radford just kind of started to give in and beat themselves a little bit and gave Quinnipiac a free one. But the last game, it just got out of hand pretty quickly. Quinnipiac kind of gave it to Radford after it got out to like a 2 or 3-0 start. But the first 2 games were pretty clean out of Quinnipiac. But again, still a long way to go with half the game left in Game 5. And if this holds up, we'll go to a Game 6.
Yeah, and we will officially be behind. But here's a good chance for the Bobcat Slugger. Reset way off target. Smurf will carry it off the sidewall, trying to get it out to Insomniac. Will do so, but a good challenge from Thwag. Now a good block from Slugger. Rhyolite still eyeing down a double. Will be suppressed well. Slugger trying to get it out to Pyro. Cut off by Smurf. You can see Quinnipiac trying to find themselves some passing plays, get their offense going, because Rhyolite's just going to take that one all the way across, not really making any contact with anyone through his way. Insomniac has a look. It's blocked by Thwack. Rhyolite up to the ceiling. He wants to double. Did he get the reset? No.
2-minute warning. In game 5 to Insomniac couldn't finish that one. Rhyolite rebound good. 3-0. 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Rhyolite just doing it himself. I mean, putting a shot on target. Insomniac missing the free flip. Slugger made the save, and Rhyolite just says, I'm right there. I'll tap it in. Whatever. 3-0 Radford. And again, this is... I know we've been... It sounds like a broken record. I don't know what we are witnessing.
We're witnessing one of potentially the greatest upsets in CCS championship history. If Quinnipiac can just lock in for 5 straight minutes, which it doesn't feel like they can do, as Radford has completely taken over since the last game.
Yeah, it's either going to be the greatest upset we've seen in terms of seeding. I wouldn't say it's the cleanest upset we've ever seen by any margin, but it's either going to be that or one of the most brutal reverse sweeps. Actually, I would say the most brutal reverse sweep we've ever witnessed.
Yeah, I feel like I have to agree, but the ETSU one is bad last season too against Akron. How do you let that one slip?
I mean, I think that one's I mean, I would say it's a little bit.
It's as bad as this.
It might be as bad as this. I think that one was more Akron kind of. I would say almost like trolling more. This doesn't feel like Radford was more so. This just, I don't even know. It just felt like they had nothing going right. They were completely panicking. Now they're gonna get another. What is happening to this Quinnipiac defense?
They're starting to let it slip. And I think reality's starting to set in that they got a little bit overconfident. And now Radford has gotten back in this series. They've had a good 10 minutes. Momentum is shifting. Quinnipiac is starting to see that. And now they're kind of realizing, oh crap, we got to lock in, boys. We got one more freebie left.
I mean, I still feel like the Bobcats are going to be able to, maybe it be Game 6, maybe it be Game 7. I feel like they're at some point going to, be able to lock back in a little bit more, maybe get themselves that early lead, put a little bit more pressure on Radford. I'm interested to see what happens then. Again, they could just completely fall apart for these next 2 games, and maybe the reverse sweep does happen. But I mean, I also feel like they're going to be good enough to at least stabilize a little bit and put a little bit more pressure on Radford. And if that doesn't happen, it's over.
Yeah, I would agree. But, we're going to go to Game 6, it looks like. So officially under another delay for Northeastern and Xavier after this one comes to a close. But Radford will play on 5 minutes more.
Oh, my word. What are we witnessing here, Nation? This is just another level of unexpected.
I'm shocked. I'm at a loss of words. I don't know what to say.
Well, we'll have to see if.
I mean, wait. I actually have an idea.
Hit me with it.
Can we pre-fire? There's gonna be internet issues blamed if this goes south for Quinnipiac.
No, don't. I knew that would come up at some point.
That's gonna be the first thing that comes out if they lose. I don't know what. I'm just excited to see what they're gonna say after this is over, because there's a lot of chirp for those of y'all don't know. So it might get a little bit back and forth after this is over.
I also want to mention Rhyolite went 4 for 5 with 0 assists. I don't know how that happened, but either way, yeah. Quinnipiac, I still think they can. I really do think they can lock back in, Nation. I do. And I think all it takes is one goal to get things started. I think if they just get one, they can try and kind of get back into the rhythm, get back into the groove, and just get one. If they just get one, they'll have a little bit more confidence back. They can maybe hold Radford a little more from there. Well, it's still completely up in the air, but they got to respond quickly to adversity here in Game 6. Otherwise, it's going to head to 7, and they might not be able to get it back.
Yeah, again, whoever wins this game is winning the series. If Quinnipiac wins, it's over. If Radford wins, they're going to dominate in Game 7, I think. So, again, this is the ball game right here if you're Quinnipiac. You cannot let this game slip.
Yeah, it is. It is a battle of mentals right now. That is the biggest thing. Slugger, tough read there. Rhyolite shot stopped well by Thwack. Now misses Smurf. Tough read there, colliding with Pyro. Slugger gets a good beat, pats Insomniac. Rhyolite, good control touch here. Plays it over, Thwack gets bumped off. That's a solid bump to take his possession away. Smurf towards the backboard, not the first touch he wanted, picks up a nice demo. It's over, Insomniac. Rhyolite will turn, has himself another look. He wants to solo again. Backboard, he's bumped again.
Radford's defense trying to hold the line in midfield. Now they're taking it all the way back around, showing his first minute. Quinnipiac's offense still trying to settle in here after the last 15 minutes, or 10 minutes has not gone their way. Smurf up top, couldn't go. Rhyolite's there for the finish. Is taken wide. Quinnipiac will hold the line.
Here's a good look. Slugger misses. Pyro's still on it. He's got a good look. Favorable boost. Not going to get it. Another turn from Slugger. Cut short. It was bumped off by Insomniac. Smurf and Rhyolite on the same rotation. Slugger gets it through the corner for a moment. And you can see the defense from Radford does see panic, but Pyro dives in a third big counter attempt here for Radford. But it's shut down now. Pyro, he's lurking on the far side, but he can't put it on target. Oh no. Nation, did we lose you?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, I was worried we lost you again for a moment. Okay, but 2 minutes gone, and Quinnipiac, they're stabilizing a bit. Slugger, here's a good challenge. Insomniac picks up the save. Pyro, next in line, he's eyeing up a double. It'll be... No, Smurf misses. Insomniac will have the clear. He's got an open net as well. He can't reach it. The whack will get it back to the corner, but... Oh my word, it feels like a moment before one of these teams really panics and gives up the first one on defense.
Yeah, it really does. Radford feel like they're due for a goal here, Jonas, just based off how the things have opened in this first half here for Radford's offense, and Quinnipiac's defense still hasn't quite yet adjusted to the pressure Radford has created since Game 4, starting that reverse comeback. But again, there's still a job to be finished for Radford here.
It really is. Whack, good 50 here. I mean, less than half this one to go. It's still anyone's as of right now. Pyro just booms it upfield. Rhyolite taking it back to the side while Slugger misses, fakes out 150s well. Insomniac rushing after it. It's a good 50 with the whack. No boost left. He'll leave it for Pyro. He gets it out to Slugger. Passing play up high. Insomniac and Rhyolite both go for the save. It's made. Pyro looking for a bump. Again, Insomniac double committing with a teammate. It's still cleared out, and again, we're seeing these defensive rotations from Radford just look a little awkward. Here's a good shot. Pyro puts it away. Quinnipiac have a lead.
The Bobcats 148 away from history. Jonas. Slugger gonna find Pyro. The Bobcats can maybe start to put the slippers on.
They scored first. That is absolutely huge in this scenario. We said it. They need to get that first one, and they could hold it. Radford, their defense was not able to do it. That's a great 50 from Riley. Can he put it away? He can. We're tied at ones.
Radford back to level 143. It didn't take long. Jonas. Rhyolite gonna find the equalizer. The 2 seed not going down yet.
Oh my goodness, you cannot make this up, but I know that there's obviously a lot of teams from the East region here watching with bated breath. Again, Radford, they are the 2 seed in the East region. They're one of the main threats in this region as a whole, and I know Baron is here for Drexel. I know Prosk and Angebro are in here for Northeastern. This would be a big contender off the board if Radford got eliminated.
No matter what, Northeastern's going to feel really good about that 2-3 game if it is Radford that extends after seeing the struggles that Radford's gone through in the tournament so far. But 1:15 to go. A Quinnipiac goal could be golden in a round 2 date.
It very well could be. Smurf up for it. Ceiling pinched. He wants the double. It misses off the bar. Insomniac flying in. He's got it. Radford up 2-1. Oh my goodness.
1:01 to play. Radford back on top with 1 minute and 1 second remaining. Quinnipiac letting it slip again.
Game 7 is on the horizon, Nation. Quinnipiac, they can still take this thing back. There's still a minute. Pyro, he's got a good setup here. Backboard, Smurf is on it, takes it away. Insomniac, little backflip out to the side while Thwack, not the best controlled touch, is boomed away back into the Quinnipiac side. Riley, 1 touch out. Pyro will shut it down. Insomniac trying to keep that pressure going. No good. Smurf, shot is off target. Thwack Again, just suppressing it. Rhyolite gets it through one. Pyro snaps it away over to Slugger. Puts the pass back middle, but Insomniac is there. 30 seconds now.
30 seconds ago, Quinnipiac trying to find a way to level this game as Slugger making a big defensive stand. But 20 seconds is not a lot of time. The Bobcats got to score.
Good clear out here from Radford. Slugger, low boost. He's not going to be able to do much. Ceiling pinch to the far side. Thwack turns, puts a shot on target. It's an easy save for Rhyolite. Gets it over Thwack again. One big clear will do it. It's a wide open net. Insomniac doesn't need to. It's saved by Pyro. It's still alive. They need to go the full length of the field. Rhyolite looking to hold. Pyro out. Slugger is there. Smurf blocks it. Thwack is up for it. Puts it down right side. It's dead. Radford, take us to game 7.
And Radford gonna stay alive 5 minutes longer. Got a little bit of a scare though, Trodus. Quinnipiac had scored with under 2 minutes to go, but it wasn't enough to put him away.
This is one of the most legendary series we've ever witnessed, Nation. It has to be said.
It really is. It really is. Nebraska legendary no more. I think this is now maybe the peak series we've ever had.
This is the ultimate derail. Here. It really is. I mean,
it really is.
Oh my goodness. Game. Yeah, this has just been something else. Champions Field. Game 7, Radford looking for the reverse sweep. Quinnipiac looking for the biggest upset in CCS history. We're underway.
Well, you asked for Game 7 tonight. You asked me what series would get us there. Well, it's now happened twice tonight already. We're only 2 hours into this 6-hour broadcast, and we've got 14 games already.
Oh, it's just like the 1v1 tournament, Nation. It's just like
it really is.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely, it really is.
What a matchup we are witnessing. That's a dangerous touch from Smurf. Insomniac gets it back. Slugger was there lurking. Kept into the corner. We're seeing a little bit of congestion from the Radford defense. Slugger has a shot. Insomniac will boom it away. Thwack will get one touch, trying to keep the pressure on the Radford side. Smurf, no boost left. Will leave it for Rhyolite. Thwack steers it away. This first goal, Nation, is going to be massive.
Well, the 2 seed currently 5-0 against the 15 seed after JMU's win over Southern Indiana. Now, Radford trying to make that 6-0. Quinnipiac looking for the first win for a 15 seed ever, but it's looking more and more grim as this game goes on.
Yeah, they're looking for their first series win in the CCS championships as well. You know, last season they were round one-ed by Northeastern, and this would be a huge win for them if they're able to find it, but they got to be able to take advantage. Insomniac, big save here. The sub, now the new third, stepping up big time in this comeback. And, you know, everyone was kind of talking about him when Radford went down by 3, and he has really flipped the script here as he's been helping out big time. Smurf and Rhyolite have locked back in as well. Rhyolite, good first touch, looking to get this one down off the backboard. Can't do so. Smurf next in line. A high chip for himself. Insomniac waiting middle, no flip left. He plays the 50. Thwack holds the line there. Rhyolite to Insomniac. Shot on. Slugger picks up the save.
I just want to know what happened between games 3 and 4. Radford just looked discombobulated. They looked like they were done playing with each other. It just looked all over. But then since game 4, they have put on a new show and a new sign of life here in this series. They've completely taken over. But now in game 7, they've got one job left to finish.
Yeah, it's still anyone's game. Quinnipiac could just put one away, and that could be the only goal we see. Radford could do the exact same. Smurf, a demo. Back in the far side, the net is open for a moment. Pyro gets back, pinches it away off the backboard. Smurf goes back middle. It's a tough read. Smurf will get it back to the corner. Rhyolite, boost steal, chips it high. Slugger, first line of defense, will make the save. Insomniac misreads it. Smurf has a little bit of time. He'll just boom it back towards the Quinnipiac side, and it looks like right now Radford are just trying to force a mistouch.
And 2:15 to go. Slugger, one-on-one. This one no good. Rhyolite will make the save, and the Radford Highlanders now back down in yellow territory. Quinnipiac starting to let it slip.
2 minutes left to go. Still no one breaking through. Thwack, that's a big 50. Insomniac has boost for the block, but Thwack shuts him down. Rhyolite has a little bit of time and space. He loses control. He's still on Insomniac. Didn't want to dive in. Smurf will be on it here. Gets a good 50. It'll fall back down to Thwack at the midfield. And it does just feel like, Nation, this first goal might be the one and only.
Yeah, let's wait and see. It feels like maybe that one goal might be the one and only goal that gets this series finished for either Quinnipiac or Radford. But 90 seconds to go, 15 seed Quinnipiac needs some April magic here.
They might have a look here. Insomniac has no boost trying to reach it. And you can see Smurf and Riley a little bit panicked, just waiting. Team bumps for the Bobcats. Insomniac still just trying to find his way through. Big clear for Rhyolite. Was a big double commit. Pyro lurking. Rhyolite shuts down another one. You can still see the defense from Radford a little panicked. Whack another block. We're heading to the final minute. Still no one able to break through yet here in Game 7.
I gotta ask you, Jonas, how should Connecticut and Rutgers feel going into the next round if Radford come away with this?
They got to be feeling good. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Riley, double! He's got it on lock! The Highlanders up 1 with 40 seconds. 7, the reverse sweep is alive and well.
47 seconds, Radford. 47 away from reverse.
Oh my word, Quinnipiac. Don't let it slip, guys. You got 3. Don't sell now. They can get it back, Smurf. A big change. Radford, they have the 1. Big shot from Pyro. It's off target. Smurf clears into the sidewall. Pyro, early turn. He misses it. Thwack was upfield. Insomniac fakes it for Smurf. Now looking for the demo. Team bump. Slugger took out a teammate. Now Insomniac trying to get it back middle. It's held. 20 seconds left.
20 to go. Smurf flip reset. Lost possession. Back for Rhyolite. Gonna go high. Couldn't find a double. Pyro back to the left side. 15 to play. Radford still in Bobcat territory. Jonas, this might be it.
There's just no time. This got to be the last chance for Quinnipiac. Smurf over 1. Slugger misflips. 0 seconds on the clock. The Bobcats need the 1. It is down. Quinnipiac get reverse swept. Radford stay alive. The Cats are down.
Radford, the third ever reverse sweep in the tournament in round 1. They stay alive. The 15 seed is down after a scare from a 3-0 start.
I have nothing else to say. Quinnipiac, they had it. 3-0. The biggest upset in CCS history. It was in the palm of their hands, nation. And they threw it away.
They really did. I don't want to know what's about to get said in that match chat, but I don't even care to look. Quinnipiac, their season is done. Radford will move on.
That is the most insane series I may have ever seen. But that means the majority of the brackets will stay perfect here, as Quinnipiac, they had their chance. It has gone by the wayside. Radford reverse sweep. We're going to head to a quick break. We're going to get the next one set quickly ready to go. Northeastern versus Xavier. We'll be back in just a moment.